What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Michael, and today we're going to talk about a topic that was actually brought up in one of my prior videos, the 2-cup method. If you're new here and you're wondering what that is, go down below to the description and you will find the link to that video. But basically, the topic that was brought up frequently in the questions was the law of attraction. How does it work? What is it? And how can I take advantage of it? So before we get into that, I just want to make sure that this is the video for you. Again, if you're new here and you're kind of curious about the law of attraction and you want to learn a little bit more about it from my perspective, then you are on the right video, so stay tuned. If you've never heard of it and it's something that is totally bizarre to you and just you've never even heard of the statement, then maybe this is for you too. So you might want to stick around and see what is going to be in store. So to start off, before I get into the law of attraction, first I want to talk about why I'm talking about it and how I even discovered this whole religion, I would call. So back a couple years ago, for some reason, I started wanting to read. Back in school, grade school, high school, college, you can never get me to read, but for whatever reason, on my own leisure, I ended up getting a book from a friend of mine that was called The Secret, or that is called The Secret, a very well-known book. And it's a very easy read. It's about 200 pages. It's a smaller book, and I loved it. It was a great book. It taught me a lot about the foundation of the law of attraction and different laws that surrounded the law of attraction. From that book, I went on to my second book, which was even smaller, thank God. No, I'm kidding. I actually enjoyed reading these books. But the second book that I read was The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. I forget the author. I think the author of The Secret was by Linda Byrne or something. I'm going to chop it up. I'll just put the authors down below. But The 7 Spiritual Laws was a little bit smaller, like I said, but basically it was what the title listed, 7 Spiritual Laws to Success. So with those two books in the books, basically I was very motivated and very hooked onto this new topic of the law of attraction and spirituality and all those things. So you see a book right here, the third book. Now this book intimidated me just because you see the size of the book. It's a pretty big book. But my third book, which is called Ask and It Is Given, I referenced this book to a lot of different people just because I really feel like it's probably had the most impact on my life and continues to. It was really, obviously you see the author. The author is Esther and Hicks. Basically, one of the authors, Esther, channels a spiritual being or a spiritual energy from her, and that spiritual energy is called Abraham. So I read this book about 2 years ago. And basically what it talks about is you ask and it is given. The title just kind of sticks out to you and you just, oh my gosh, ask and it is given. Yeah, that's what life should be like. So I started reading this book and it just was just well put together, clean cut. Like I said, I didn't like to read a lot. So, I was surprised that even though this book intimidated me, I just could not wait to get into the next chapter and to the next page. So, going back to the law of attraction, and one of the main things that kind of teaches you how to use in this book, along with your emotions, which again, note to self, I'm going to do a video on emotions and how to use that. One of the things that talked about was the 4, but she makes it 5, the 5 steps that you use to manifest, again, using the law of attraction. And real quick, basically the law of attraction is whatever you think about, you get, okay? So if I think I'm gonna do bad in something, then that's probably what's gonna happen. And if I think I'm gonna do good in something, then the chances are that's probably gonna happen. It's not word by word, but that's a quote from Albert Einstein, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So basically, whatever you think about, you get, okay? Obviously, if I think about $1 million right here, I'm not gonna get a ring on my doorbell with a briefcase that's just unmarked bills, or maybe they're marked because I don't wanna get in trouble, of $1 million. That's not exactly how it works. Otherwise, the world would be a utopia, right? So basically, this 5-step process works just like this. I don't wanna wring the towel out too much here. Okay, step one, and this is pretty much word from word what she says. Thank you again, Esther, Abraham, and Jerry Hicks for this information because I feel like it's very crucial. Step one is you ask. Okay, we do that all day, right? We ask for what we want, whether we even realize it or not. You know, we want that green light so we can go to work quicker or go to whatever we're doing quicker. We want that extra money so we can get the extra things, and we're doing this, by second nature, just not even thinking about it, right? So step one is ask. We do that all day. Okay. Step two is the universe gives it to you. Okay. So that is not your job, right? The universe. You ask, and the universe is starting to give it to you. It's already done, is what she says. Abraham says. So step one is ask. Step two is the universe already hears you and starts to give it to you. Okay. So in order to receive what you have asked for, you need to get in the receptive mode, which brings us to step three, okay, is getting into the receptive mode. What does that mean, getting into the receptive mode? What that means is basically you got to have the energy, you got to have the vibe, you got to set the mood, okay? You know, when you are getting ready for a speech or you're getting ready to do something big, you don't not think about it until, bam, I'm there and I'm going into it. No, you prepare your mind, you plant the seeds, and you set the mood and the setting inside yourself. So when you do go in there, bam, it feels right and it fits like a glove. So going back to what we're saying in step three, get into the receptive mode. You have to get happy. You have to already, that's why you've heard of act as if you've already had it or already have it, right? Because you do in the non-physical world. We'll get to that stuff later because it may sound crazy. So you have to act already enthusiastic. You have to act and walk and feel and talk like the universe is bringing it to you, okay? Because we were not put on this earth for any other reason. We're not put on this earth to be sad and tired and waiting for manifestations. There's so many different things on this earth that can make us feel good, whether it's a good book, whether it's good music, whether it's good food, good people. There's so many different things to help us get into the receptive mode. Maybe it's not that Corvette or that money or that relationship that's going to get you to that full potential of what you want to manifest, but you can get things that can match and slowly bring you up to that same vibration, okay? So that's step three, one of the most important steps, okay? Step four, you ready for this? Is to master step three. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, what that means is you gotta master that every day, okay? You gotta wake up like there's no reason for you to need to feel happy. You're just gonna feel happy because first of all, we got life, okay? Second of all, if you're watching this video, you're probably doing well off than a lot of other people. And third of all, it was our best talent to do is to have joy and to be happy, okay? Some of us may have been taught in a different direction, but that is our true path to do, okay? So you gotta master getting in the receptive mode. You know, that's why you see me making my smoothies. That's why you see me go to the gym. That's why you see me making these videos. You have to go and do it, okay? You have to make that effort every day to go out and do the things that you love. And really, you know, if you have things that are getting in the way, try to take those away. You know, if you're working somewhere where you don't want to work, then it's going to be really hard for you to get to where you want to be vibrationally to manifest what you want to manifest. So, you know, in the past, I've had to change around some things with my work. And now my work is different to where it allows me to be in a bigger and better vibration continually where I'm going to get where I want to get or get what I want to get, even though I already have it. Anyway, hopefully that wasn't too much. I just, you know, letting it flow, letting it go. So the step 5 that I mentioned is very, very simple. Basically, it is not to be mad for being back into step 1. See, when some of us get and accomplish a goal, I think I mentioned this in the last video. Some of us go and accomplish a goal or get something, and then we get mad because we're back at step 1 and we have to see something, want it, take on the contrast, which then allows you to shift into being grateful and think about the things that you already have in order to balance your vibration so you can get to what you want. So what step 5 is to just remember that this is a process. Things come and go in our life, so we can't be complacent on this one manifestation, going all through all the steps and finally manifesting, and then bam, you're back looking at this next greater thing that you have to now vibrationally attune yourself into just as you did before to get what you just got. Hopefully you guys are still with me. But basically, that's what this book has taught me, has been literally the overlying script on how I act in my life. And again, another part of this book, another half of this book talks about emotions and processes to get vibrationally aligned. So all in all, I would definitely recommend this book. If you are new to this journey, you can go on Amazon and get this book. But this is probably the only book I really reference because it's so clean cut and it's so easy to follow. So definitely check out this book if you have some time. Now, last but not least, just to wrap this up, I want to talk about something that kind of connects all of this together, because if you don't do this, I truly believe that you're going to be stuck on a hamster wheel for the rest of your life, because I've almost felt that way prior in the past when I was new to this. You have to let go. Okay? I knew that I wanted to do this video in one take, like I've done my videos. One take could be pretty difficult, especially if you're thinking about messing up. So yeah, the first couple takes on this one, the same video, I kind of stumbled a little bit. I was trying to find my ground, but I knew I really wanted to do the video, so I just took my time. I opened up the window, I listened to the birds, I got vibrationally aligned. I let go. I just let go. And I believe that in order for any of this law of attraction, in order for any of these manifestations to work, we must let go. And we have to believe in the universe, in God, in whatever we believe in. When we go and we make a decision to ask for something, I think it's really important to set aside anything else that can distract you from getting it, because otherwise you're going to be waiting for longer than you want to. And I'm speaking to myself when I say this, because life can get difficult when you're just looking at what's in front of you. But if you let go of everything that's around you and you surround your mind with good thoughts, good people, you keep your vibration up high, and you do not second guess, like I said in the last video, on what you want, then I know it'll work out. And that's why I'm here today. So thank you so much for watching. I really, truly appreciate all of the love. And real quick, just to say, you guys are awesome for just being here and supporting the channel and subscribing, and just some of the things that you guys say to me really do mean a lot to me and have literally brought me here today. So without you guys, this wouldn't be going on today. So I really from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. Yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to share a comment or have any questions, please drop them down below. If you like the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.